everybody, and welcome back to another On The Table episode, guys. So, what's on the table today? Well, I've gone back to some Mechanicum stuff again, because I got something for Christmas that I was looking through my shelf of things to do the other day with, and I realised that, I've not built these, and I was really excited to get them, and just never ever built them round about Christmas time when I received them as a present. But yeah, guys, they've been something that's I've been wanting to add to my Mechanicum force for quite a while, and they are... boom. You can't even see them, they're not in frame. The Mechanicum Adeptus Mechanicus Castellan robots. These are really, really cool. Now, they're cool. They're a love-hate thing for me, these guys, because I love the idea of them, I love the rules for them, but I freaking hate the goddamn freaking dome heads. God damn it, I hate them so much, which is why I've actually purchased the Grimskull alternate heads, but we'll look at those in a second. I've actually taken the cellophane off this, but I've not actually delved into the box yet to have a look at the sprues. We're going to do that on camera now, so you guys can get my somewhat first reactions to it. So yeah, basically you get 3 models, you get 2 Castellan robots, and you get a tech priest of some description. I believe he is, I'm not entirely sure. So the back of the box, the reverse as you might say, is it's a data smith, that's what it is. I know that because it says it there. Haha! I'm totally not reading off the box, but anyway, I digress. Yeah, so we got some cool little show. I mean, this is a very detailed box, back of box art, really. There's loads and loads of detail in these models when you look at them up close. But anyway, let's get into the sprues. Rip, rend. Well, not rend, we don't want to rend the box in half. But, so, what do we have inside? First of all, we have some destructions, which are very nicely 3D rendered and how to do it. The Datasmith looks pretty self-explanatory. He's going to be fun to paint up. He looks pretty self-explanatory to build, and yep, so do the Castellan robots. Leg assembly looks exceptionally easy. Obviously, I'll tell you guys what it's like when I've actually built it. Yeah, nothing too fancy on these, apart from those awful freaking heads. How do they even work? At the very least, the heads are separate, and the stupid dominess of dome heads I don't like. So what else do we have in here? We have, we have a base. We have some, whatchamacallit? Aha, they're the other 2 bases. So we've got 2 Dreadnought bases and 1 character base. And here are the sprues. Let's get rid of that. Goodbye, box. Haha, look, it landed the right way up. So I've got skills. What are we going to do about it? So, this is a 2 sprue kit. Loads of stuff on the kit, actually. They're actually quite small. They're a lot smaller than I anticipated. I thought they'd be bigger. I thought they'd be pretty much Dreadnought sized. That's odd. I mean, they could be tall. They look tall and thin, somewhat. I don't know. It's very strange. This looks very shiny. It looks like the fake Chinese sprues, but it's not, because it's got all the detail in there. So it looks like 1 sprue, which has the Datasmith and some of the weapons and the torsos on there, and then the other sprue is, okay. So they have, I thought it was like 2 Datasmiths then. No. So one has the front of the Datasmith, one has the back of the Datasmith. That's pretty much it. The hands of these guys are pretty cool. I think I'm going to keep it with the hands, and I'm not going to go for these crazy gun arms, because they just look really daft and really stupid. I'll probably use them for some crazy orc conversions or something later on down the line. Nonetheless, pretty cool stuff. Now, I'm going to look at the alternate heads that you get from Grimskull. Or you don't get them, you can get them from Grimskull. These are really, really nice, and I think that these are going to make the models look so much better than what they already want them. Well, anything's going to look better than the stupid bloody dome heads. So let's see, we get 2. Are these identical? Yeah, we get 2 identical heads. Let's just zoom in a little bit so we can see some of the detail. So they're pretty nice. So we got some lovely lenticular eyes. We've got like a Voxcaster-y bit going on down here. In regards to side profile, we've got some little servos, little hydraulics to lift it up and down, and then we got the back of them here with like some cabling and stuff. Now I imagine that this is actually what's inside the domes. The domes obviously go over the top. I don't know why, who thought it was a good idea to make them with stupid dome heads. I don't know. If you're watching this, I hope you rot in hell and die a slow and painful death, you wanker. They just look fucking awful. But anyway, guys, we're going to go away now. I'm going to build these guys, and we're going to go see what they look like once they're built. So, guys, join me in a second. So guys, as per usual, the heat of the moment took me and I've done more than just build them. That's right, I have, as you will now see, painted one of them. Haha! Yes guys, you get a treat of a painted miniature this episode. So I'm just going to put him down here and I'm going to try and rearrange my tripod. Not that I should have done this before I started filming or anything, but you know. We're going to have a little bit of a super zoom on this guy. So as you can see, I pretty much built him to spec. Didn't really change anything on him. The only thing that I did change, and you can't really see it too well, was I made the arms that tiny little bit longer, and I'll show you how you did that. This is the arm assembly, guys. It's a very, very simple thing to do. I just felt that the arms looked a touch too short. So what you're supposed to do with the hold on, I have to rearrange some stuff. What you're supposed to do with the arm assembly is you're supposed to get the arm bit and you're supposed to glue it underneath these little pieces here. However, as I said, have I even got the right bits? Yeah, I do. I thought that, yes, whilst it gives quite a strong fit, it just doesn't make the arms look long enough. They don't look like they could reach anything. So what I did instead was I glued the fist together separate. God, I'm more fingers and thumbs, I've only just woken up today. I glued the fist separate and then I just glued it on like that, and it gives like a nice little maybe mil and a half, 2 mil extra length on there, which just made the model for me. Now, as you can see, the head's painted up exceptionally well. I'm going to bring my light back in here. I'm going to do a little bit of a zoom. There's definitely going to be no beauty shots on this video because I've not actually done the basing for this guy. But the head painted up really, really nice, and it gives just a beautiful little accent point to what is an absolutely amazing little model. They just look so much better, as I said, than the stupid freaking dome heads. I mean, if they had been shipped with something like this, as opposed to something that looks like this monstrosity. I mean, look. There's no effort gone into this whatsoever. There's no detail on the back and barely any detail on the front. I personally think there was a deadline for this kit, and I think that they missed the deadline, or they were close to missing it, and they were like, oh, well, we've got 90% of the model done, we just need to do the head. Right, okay, it doesn't matter about what the head looks like, just push something out, we don't care, as long as it gets done in the next 5 minutes. So that's what I think happened. That happened, and then it got straight off to, obviously, the casting process. But I just think that if it had been shipped with that, they'd have such a more positive response, because the kit's a really nice kit. It's very, very simple to build. I mean, it doesn't take a genius to build these. The instructions are very, very simple. The only slight bit of detail the only slight bit of thing I had was fucking hell, I can't even speak today, guys. The only slight bit of an issue that I had was the actual legs, like putting them together. They were a little bit annoying. But it is such a nice bit of kit that I actually was able to paint the fists, the leg, everything that you see red completely separate, obviously barring this bit because it's actually conjoined to the actual arm piece, as you see there. Painted it all red and painted the rest silver, and then went in from there, and it actually maybe took me probably about, collectively, maybe about 20 minutes to paint this guy, obviously not allowing for drying time and stuff like that. But one of the beautiful things I like about this, the actual lenses on the head, when used with the green fluorescent from Vallejo, they just look absolutely fantastic. Now, the key to these guys, and making the glowy eyes, just in case any of you guys want to know, this is my little technique for doing it. If you got like a nice wide area like those lenses, what I tend to do, I tend to get like a stick or just a blob of white paint on a sculpting tool, and I just tend to just go blip, and blob it in the middle, and then what I do, I then go in with a brush with the green over the white after it's dried, and it gives this really awesome glowy effect, and it self-shades, it self-glows, it adds object source lighting to a tiny degree on its own. It's really, really good. And then obviously I just left one of the lenses red. But as we can see, it's just... Sorry about that, guys, for a slight technical glitch. That I accidentally pressed the record button. Still getting to use with this camera, so I actually stopped the recording. But as I was saying, it's just a really, really nice model, and it's not even painted in a fancy way, but it's going to look really, really nice on the battlefield. I also went in and did some really cool engine oil effects on the back, which is really, really cool. And it's just awesome. I'm going with the flamers for these guys, because I think I'm going to hang these guys around with my... Magos Dominus and all the Cult Mechanicus. I'm just going to lump it in together because one thing that I found out after having a recent game is that the Cult Mechanicus stuff really doesn't do that well in combat, so you need something big and hard. I mean, these things, they are I mean, I can't remember what the overall toughness and strength is. In fact, actually, no, I do. I have the data sheet over here because this is one of the kits from Games Workshop that actually comes with the stat profiles on the instructions. So I can actually tell you what the stats are there. So they are Weapon Skill 3, Ballistic Skill 3. Now that's not the greatest. I'm moving this camera around a lot. Sorry guys, it's well unprofessional of me. I can't get my chair in to play. No, they are Strength, Weapon Skill 3, Ballistic Skill 3, but they can be augmented with certain things, I think with a Data Smith and stuff. They're Strength 6, Toughness 7, so they're well hard. They've got 3 wounds each, 2 Initiative 2, so they're quite slow, but it doesn't matter because they've got Power Fist anyway, so they're going to be like Strength 10, and whatever the strength of the AP of a Power Fist is. Their attacks too, but because they have a pair of Power Fists, they get an extra attack, plus, obviously for charges, they're getting 4 attacks, so 4 Power Fist attacks in the charge, which is pretty good. Leadership 7 now, they are a 3+ save. Now, their armor save is pretty cool. They've got a special rule called Repulsor Grid, and what that does is if you get a 6 on an armor save, it deflects whatever the shot was right back at the person that fired it, obviously excluding template weapons. So, someone shoots a las cannon at this guy, or someone shoots a D weapon at this guy, and it's say for example, I don't know, Magnus the Red with it. Oh, technically it's a psychic power, so that doesn't work. Psychic powers aren't included either. But say somebody shoots a D weapon at this dude, and he gets a 6 on his arm set, if that's even possible. I don't think it is for the D weapon. I'm talking shit, talking complete shit out my arse. Say someone shoots a las cannon at him. Is he gonna be getting his save? Oh no, it's okay. So it's invulnerable save. So he gets a 5+ invulnerable save, and someone shoots, say, a las cannon at him. Strength 9, whatever, AP 2, whatever las cannons are nowadays. If he gets a 6, so if he passes his save on a 6, it shoots it right back at the target, and they have to take a save then. Just fucking quality, absolutely brilliant. I love that rule. You've also got 3 different profiles. You've got Aegis Protocol, and they basically give all the Casella robots feel no pain. So you've got 3 up armor save, 5 up feel no pain, which is pretty good. You also got Protector Protocol, and it means that it can fire its weapons twice, but it can't move. And then it's also got Conqueror Protocol, which makes sure that it doubles their attacks. So if you do Conqueror Protocols and then charge into someone, they're getting 8 attacks on the charge, which is fucking nuts. Basically, a pair of these guys assaulting anything is going to just completely fuck their day up. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Like I said, there's no beauty shots on this video because I've not based this guy yet. I might come back and I'll obviously do beauty shots and do the good guys and the Data Smith as well on another episode. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. See you now, and goodbye. Oh, before I go, don't forget to like, favourite, and subscribe. Don't forget to leave a comment in the doobly-doo down below if you like these guys, if you like these cool heads. I'm also going to leave a link in the doobly-doo as to where to get those from, which is pretty cool. But yeah, guys, leave a comment. Don't forget to like, favourite, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See you now, and goodbye.